Welcome to DCTV. I'm Cole Sauer, and this is the news you need to know on campus and beyond for Monday, March 28th. Two female suicide bombers disguised as men attacked a mosque Wednesday in Maiduguri, Nigeria, killing at least 22. The attack reportedly happened during morning prayers at the mosque. The blasts happened minutes apart, the military said. Maiduguri has been beset for years by attacks supported, planned, and carried out by members of Islamist extremist group Boko Haram. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau offered his support to the people of Pakistan after news of the bombing hit the world Sunday. Sunday's suicide bombing on a public park was claimed to have been done by the Pakistani Taliban. At least 29 children who were out for Easter were caught in the blast. At least 65 are dead and 300 are wounded as the dust is beginning to settle from the attack on Lahore. Hundreds of supporters have gathered at City Hall to pay their respects to former Toronto Mayor Rob Ford. The former mayor died last week at 46 due to complication from an aggressive form of cancer known as liposarcoma. Members of the public can access City Hall through the most western main door from the square. There will be no other entrances open to the public. Mayor John Tory called him a profoundly human guy. Walter Crowder, Canada's longest-serving radio personality, has passed the age of 92. News Talk 1010, the radio station he worked at for his 50-year career, says he passed peacefully in his sleep. He was born August 5, 1923, and started his career in radio on November 1, 1946. He retired in 1996, exactly 50 years later, and was inducted into the Canadian Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame. The Pez Candy has abruptly canceled its annual Easter egg hunt as Saturday after parents stormed the field. Men, women, and children alike were pushed aside as people crashed onto the field in order to grab one of the 9,000 eggs hidden in 3 fields. Originally advertised to be 3 separate events, separated by age group, the event was canceled after people just ran onto the field. Police made no arrests and reported no injuries. And that's your news for today. Up next, we've got our sports highlight with John Zagrodnik. John.
Thank you, Cole. The Toronto Maple Leafs got a big reality check after a physical game and are looking to come back from a 3-1 loss against the Boston Bruins at home last Saturday. The Bruins are 17-4-4 in their last 25 visits to the Air Canada Centre. Tonight, the Leafs are on the road at Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida, to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. The puck drops at 7:30 p.m. tonight. With the baseball season almost upon us, the Blue Jays have announced that one of their starting pitchers will be 23-year-old Aaron Sanchez. Though Sanchez is starting now, the Jays plan to transition him back to the bullpen at some point. Sanchez started 11 of the games last season, and Marcus Stroman will be starting off the season when the Jays go to Tampa Bay this Sunday at 10:30. With 4 Olympic gold medals, Canada's women's hockey team is setting their sights on gold for the World Championship. Canada will face their longtime rivals, the United States, in their opening game. Rebecca Johnson scored a hat trick during their exhibition 9-0 win against Sweden. The tournament starts this Monday in Kamloops, British Columbia, when Canada faces off against the States. After 2 losses in a row, this past Saturday saw the Toronto Raptors hit an important landmark in their season. With the final 115-91 score against the New Orleans Pelicans, the Raptors have totaled 49 wins this season, tying the record they set themselves last year. With only 10 games left in the season, they are hoping to bring it up to 50, which would be a new record for the franchise. Number 10 Syracuse upsets number 1 Virginia with a 68-62 victory. Syracuse, which trailed by 16 at the start of the second half, becomes the first 10-seed team to make it to the Final Four. Virginia had won their last 3 games against Syracuse, but they couldn't stop a hot Richardson, who had 21 points in the second half and only 2 in the first. After the half, he seemed to step up his game. And that wraps it up for sports. Next, Bodie takes us to the world of entertainment. Bodie?
Thanks, John. We'll first start off with Gary Shandling, as the legendary comedian died on March 24th. His death shocking the comedy community, who praised his humor as well as his kindness. Al Nirab, his spokesman, says the doctors believe it appeared he died from a heart attack, despite not having any history of heart trouble. No official cause of death determination has been made as of yet. Shandling was 66. Jim Harrison has also died. The author and poet passed away in his home Saturday in Patagonia, Arizona. A cause of death hasn't been released. Harrison wrote more than 30 books throughout his career, garnering huge mainstream success for his novella Legends of the Fall, adapted into an Oscar-winning film starring Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins. He was 78. The Tribeca Film Festival had pulled a controversial anti-vaccination documentary a day after festival co-founder Robert De Niro originally defended it. Titled Vaxxed, it explores a purported link between the MMR vaccine and an uptick in autism, a claim widely credited in the medical community. De Niro now says the film doesn't contribute to the discussion he had hoped for. Andrew Wakefield is the film's co-writer and director. Tribeca begins April 13th. After surprising many fans with a new single before the end of last year, LCD Soundsystem played their first reunion show in 5 years at Webster Hall in Manhattan last night. They'll be returning there tonight as those gigs are just warmed up for a summer of festival appearances, including a headlining gig in Coachella, Lollapalooza, and right in the heart of Toronto, Way Home. And last but not least, the box office, as Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice ruled it this weekend, breaking many records including the biggest domestic opening weekend of March with $166.1 million and the fourth largest global opening of all time with $424 million. Zootopia continued to impress in second with $23 million, and new release My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 rounded at the top three with $18.1 million. And that's it for entertainment. Now let's send it back to Cole for the final word. Cole?
Thanks, Bode. That is your news on campus and beyond for March 28, 2016. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @DC Broadcasting or check out our website at dcbroadcasting.ca. Thanks for watching and have a great day.